Hello, my lovely Scorpios. This is your reading for the week of August 3rd. So, the first thing that I saw when I started working with your energy was a picket fence in the middle of a field. And I say in the middle of a field because there's no obvious building anywhere. And even though it is a picket fence, it's got the quality of wood, the old weather-worn quality, the kind of wood you'd see on a farm, keeping the cows in a field or just delineating different properties, different paddocks, fields, whatever you call them. Now, again, even though I say paddock, there are no other animals around. There is nobody around. There is nothing except you standing at the picket fence. The thing is, your picket fence doesn't have a gate. So as I check into that more, it's kind of like you would sort of like people coming in, but you haven't actually created a gate for it. And this comes along with certain patterns of isolation that you have had over your lifetime. And a lot of that has been protection, but also a lot of that has been the idea of you having to take on a role that in many ways sort of separated you from other people. So it might have been the role of you are the only emotionally mature person in a family, and so you take on the role of the manager, the emotional manager. It might be that you're suddenly put in a position where you need to be taking care of a family business or something of that nature, where you are taking on a responsibility that is perhaps above your age, above your pay grade, or even above your skill level, and then you have to take it on. But what Spirit is reminding you of this is really quite lovely. What the cards that I've got here, I got isolation and I got abandonment. So abandonment is the idea of being left alone without what you need in order to survive, or without what you feel you need in order to survive, whether it's money or emotional resources or just emotional support. But also the isolation card, and I feel the isolation card is key here for you because it's talking about the root of isolation being linked not to your connection to community, but your connection to yourself. That when you are really truly connected to your high heart, to your deep heart, to the essence of who you are, knowing that you are more than your personality, and that you are a divine source, or you are part of divine source. This gives you the opportunity to really understand that once you get that connection, you don't feel isolated, and there's no sense of abandonment because you do have all that you need. You are your own resource. And this is, I feel, what's starting to happen now for you is that you're understanding what the patterns were in terms of your personality and your psyche around the patterns that created a sense of isolation for you. Your old fence is there and you're standing at it now and you're going, where is everybody? And it's not just where is everybody, it's who would I like to be coming to my fence, and maybe I need to put a gate in the fence in order to do that. But as you do that, it's so interesting because as you do that, what I'm seeing is your gate has a lock code on it. And as I say that, I'm getting applause from Spirit because what I'm seeing with this, it's really interesting. It's a keypad where you punch in your code, but what it is every time a number gets pressed, it lights up with these beautiful different colors. And the colors in this, yes, there's some green, but again, I'm getting mauve, I'm getting purple, I'm getting pink, I'm getting colors that resonate to me with opening heart, with psychological healing, with higher frequency, with tuning in more. And what I feel like is you don't need to throw the gate wide open. It's realistic that that people need to be able to have the code to get into your space, your private space. It's absolutely relevant. What Spirit is saying is, by you choosing to say, I'm ready to let the right people in, right in quotes, being the ones that are going to be harmonious with you in your space, that by doing that, You are going to allow the right people to come to you and come to this keypad. And the cool thing about it is, yeah, there's a keypad, but there's no obvious gate. The people who want to get in, the people who really want to be with you, are going to suddenly see this magical keypad open up, and they're going to know. They're going to punch the right colors, the right frequency in order to get into your field. And this is exactly what they want. Now, what they're saying is that as you're looking at your patterns around isolation, around separation by virtue of role, they're asking you to have a light heart about it. That's not exactly right. Okay. What they're suggesting is this, Scorpio. You've had a lot of tough breaks in terms of things that you've had to take care of. You have had many situations in your life where it would be where you could feel very justified in having felt let down, abandoned, and not well treated in some cases, certainly in situations where you would have expected to or hoped to. And what they're saying is, okay, you know what? All of that's true, but all of that was linked to an old energy. And now what they're saying is, as you focus on the things about yourself that you like, that you have grown, identify the strength and the skills and the self-acceptance that you have been able to really embrace. Notice those, give them credit. Give yourself credit for that, because this is the new you. This is the new you that is going to be attracting the people that are relevant for you. And the magical keypad that I'm seeing here, this really beautiful multicolored keypad that lets people in, is very much going to be affected by you owning this part of you, this new you, this you that you love, this you that you honor, this you that respect, instead of the one that will question whether or not you did everything right, whether or not you did anything wrong. They're saying fiercely own your qualities, fiercely, and keep positive triggers around you. Keep your energy up. It's so easy. It's so easy right now, as all of these really intense astrological events are happening, to feel heavy and to potentially get pulled down a little bit, because it's not just the astrological changes, it's the energy on the earth right now is pretty chaotic. And there's a lot of fear, and there's a lot of anger, and there's a lot of blame floating around out there. You are being told, yeah, don't let any of the things that resonate with the old way grab you and pull you back. The way to avoid that, the way to move beyond that, which actually, thank you, is a growth point, not just an avoidance point, it's a growth point, is by using this time to really, again, focus on the things that you like about yourself, that are honest, that you value, that you genuinely value with your true heart, and keep the positive triggers around you. Make sure that you're keeping the people, the literature, the podcasts, the books that you feel resonate with that part of you that you wish to experience and live in the world. That higher frequency, this new elevated sense of, I have arrived, I can relax, I can just be, and I'm worthy of just being and being happy and fulfilled and abundant in the beingness of me. And that is really what they're offering you right now. You can have the kind of people and relationships in your life that honor and relate to this new you as an equal, not as somebody above who's going to do something for them, and not somebody below that they can do something to. This is where you get to work with equals who are of a similar elevated frequency. And that's where you want to go, and that's where they want to direct you. Because when you folks come together, man, woohoo, beautiful, beautiful energy. I'm going to leave you with that, my lovely creative Scorpios. Much love and take care.